Hola, muy buenos días. Es el 1 de septiembre 2020. ¿Y qué hora es? What time is it? Son las 9:02 de la mañana. ¿Y qué tiempo hace afuera, outside? No hace sol, no hace calor. Está lluviosa, quizás. Está nublado, a little cloudy. Maybe a little rainy coming soon, depending on what time you're watching this. It might already rain, or maybe it didn't. Maybe it is. Llueve mucho means it's raining a lot, if that's what time it is that you are actually watching this. Okay, I hope it's a good day for you. It's the 1st of September 2020, el primero de septiembre. Remember with the date, when the first of the date, they use the ordinal number primero. So repitan, clase. Hoy es el primero de septiembre 2020. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? Casi son las 9. It's almost 9 o'clock. De la mañana. De la mañana. No es de la tarde, no es de la noche. Es de la mañana. Unless you're looking at this really late, and then it might be at night for you. Okay, I wanted to go over one thing with you, which is the review of Power Verbs Part 2 that was due last week on the 27th, which was a Thursday. I'm looking over at my calendar over there, calendario. I still have to change it for September. So the answers, I want to go through those answers with you. Generally speaking, you have until the due date and then the next day for half, for late. But I know that I've been kind of forgiving and extra nice on this, which is fine. I don't mind doing it because they're low points and we're getting used to all this e-learning again with more accountability because grades count now, right? They're counting all this semester. So I want you to do your best. So I want to give out my guideline sheet to you this week so that you can see that policy in there and a few other things that I've tweaked to help out with e-learning this year. So the first one is the magic square. Do you remember this from last year? I'm going to get rid of my face there so you can focus on the power verbs. Remember those power verbs? Oh, and the way that you got that, we went back over here to the two-sided review PDF. So here are the power verbs. There are 7 that we consider to be power verbs, and these are the ones we're using. They're powerful because they're used often. So here's the verb ser, to be, permanent, characteristic, origin, time, date. We're going to use ser, to be. So it goes soy, eres, es, somos, son. In English, I am, you are, you formal are, we are, and they and all of you are. And the other one on the other side over here I have is me gusta, right beside the word me gusta, is estar. Estar is feelings, location, how you're feeling, where you are. You know how to finish that. Then you use the verb estar. And so the forms of this are estoy, estás, notice the accent on the A. Está, notice the accent on the A. Estamos, no accent. Están, notice the accent on the A. And they mean the same as the verb over here. I am, you are, you formal are, he, she is. Forgot that earlier. We are, and they, and you all are. But this is feeling. How are you feeling? So, ¿cómo estás tú? How are you feeling right now? ¿Cómo estás tú? Right? As opposed to, ¿cómo eres tú? How are you? Characteristically, are you tall, funny, interesting, smart, and so on, right? Sí, soy alto, inteligente, interesante, etc. But you say over here, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, estoy así, estoy mal, estoy muy bien, estoy cansado. Probably we're all feeling a little tired, but hopefully less tired than last week, right? Last week, wow. Okay, the other verbs are in the middle here. We'll start with this one. Me gusta comes from gustar. So me gusta, I like. Repitan, me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, les gusta. And the me, te, le, nos, os, and les are those indirect object pronouns. To whom is it pleasing, really? Me gusta really means it is pleasing to me. And if more than one thing is pleasing, it's me gustan. These things are pleasing to me. These days are not pleasing to me, right? Maybe these days are pleasing to you, right? In other words, you like these days. So you say, te gustan. But if you want to say, I like them, it's me gustan. They're pleasing to me, right? If he or she likes them, le gustan. If we like them or we don't like them, no nos gustan, right? Les gusta, les gustan. They are pleasing to them, those things, those days, these months. Maybe these months are not pleasing to them or to all of you. So a ustedes no les gustan estos meses, these months. Okay, so that's the idea there. So we have ser and estar and gustar. And then these three are ir. Ir means to go. Ir is to go. So yo voy, I go. Repitan, voy, vas, va, vamos, and van. Okay, querer is to want. Repitan, quiero means I want. Repitan, quieres. Repitan, quieres. Quiere. Queremos. Notice the spelling change goes back to the original E up here, right? Okay, and then quieren. Repitan, quieren. All right, tener is to have. Repitan, tengo. Repitan, tienes. Repitan, tiene. Repitan, tenemos. Repitan, tienen. Okay, there's that verb. And the last one is the verb I. I means there is or there are. It's pronounced like your eyeball. I, E-Y-E, but it's spelled H-A-Y. I, there is, or there are. Bien? So this was hopefully a helpful reminder of the 7 power verbs we try to focus on. And here are the constructions if you're not sure still how to conjugate the verbs, which is the fancy word for how to change the verbs, and a bunch of them there. Here's a reference that was also attached there, los números, all the way up to 100. How'd you do on your flip grid? I'm still looking at several of them, I know, and I haven't commented on most of them. Yikes. Hang in there, los números. Los números. Some expressions, family, school, classes, and just some overall vocab that's useful. Body over here, and the subject pronouns. Yo means I, right? Tú means you, but that's informal. Usted is that formal, and so on. So that's what that is. So then you go to the magic square. Como se dice I have? Tengo, right? Tengo. We want. Queremos. Q-U-E-R-E-M. Queremos, right? She, he wants. Quiere. Q-U-I-E-R-E. See the spelling change here, but we don't see a spelling change over here. So there's just an E here, and there's no I. But over here, it's an I-E, right? Okay, we have. Como se dice we have? Tenemos. There's no I in that word. Tango, we said already, is here. Let's scroll down to the next one. We are. Como se dice we are? Well, you could do somos. Or you could do estamos, right? Neither one has an accent. Somos or estamos. Now, from the choices down here, do we have somos? Yes. Do we have estamos? No. So we can't use that one here. So it's going to be somos. But we do know the word can mean, we are. Estamos. All right, they are. Son, right? S-O-N. You are. Who's that you? Eres. How about they have? Tienen, right? Tienen. Okay. I am. We're using the verb ser, so it's soy. There is or there are. I, right? She, he is. A, swoops, just one S. I want. Quiero. Quiero. In the 80s and 90s, especially I think the 90s, there was Quiero Taco Bell. Taco Bell did something with that with a Chihuahua dog, right? They want. Quieren. Quieren. You have. Tienes. Tiene. She, he has. Tiene. And you want. Quieres. Using these vocab words down at the bottom here. Okay, hopefully you did well on that. And ¿cuál es el número mágico? Did you get the right magic number? Okay. And then over here, power verbs. This is the other activity that was there. And how do you fill these in? So Juan y yo. And see what I'm doing? Just double clicking on that. It gets rid of the whole blank as soon as I type something in. Somos. Oops. Let's spell that right. S-O-M-O-S. Somos. Bien. And then go back and highlight it. Choose a color and either green or blue. Blue is my favorite color, so I use that a lot. Great in green, though, because I like that over red. So, Josefina va a Sephora, right? So, again, click, highlight, make it blue, and so on, right? Querer would be what? Quieren. Okay. So you probably got the idea. Click and highlight. I don't think I said to do that on the directions, but just going forward, that's going to be so helpful to know that you did, and it's easy to see right away what's going on. Couple to watch out for. Remember, Laura y yo, vamos, right? Vamos, we go. Vamos. I don't know what happened. It didn't work to get rid of the blank, but we can do that some other time because I don't want to keep you here any longer than you need to be. Okay, so down here with the negative doesn't change how it's done. It's tu no tienes, Tienes. And again, if we double click and we highlight that so we can make it blue. Okay, and then translation. I don't think I said translation. So if you did them, great. You're off to a great start. But how do we translate these? Juan y yo somos altos. Juan and I are tall. Número 2, Josefina goes to Sephora. Número 3, Tanya y Felicia want a dog. Ramon isn't feeling happy or content, right? Mr. Lane, do you have a lot of gum? Chicle means gum, right? So tiene usted mucho chicle, and so on, right? Laura and I, number 7, are going to Cold Stone, and so on. The last one is tú no tienes, you don't have a lot of money. So I hope that helped, and I know it's a longer video, but thank you for going over this. I feel like we just don't have a lot of review activities, so I need to do more of those. And really, we're gearing up toward a book. So we'll do one more thing tomorrow, and that'll get you kind of ready for our book that we want to read. Going for the next 3 weeks, probably. We're going to spend that kind of time doing a reader. And stay tuned for what it is tomorrow. We'll give you a preview, what we call an anticipatory set, to kind of whet your appetite, get you ready for what the adventure is going to be for the next 3 weeks. Okay, so that'll be a good thing. Look forward to it, and hope you have a great day. Work on your assignments, get caught up, and let me pause this here. And remember your Monday feedback on a Tuesday, I know. And if you would look at the meet, if you didn't meet with us live, you do need to watch that, and I am going to use that going forward, and looking for an incentive to have you watch and more tune in for the live teaching, probably, as well as game activity review, which I know a few of you recommended, so I like to take recommendations when they're helpful, especially, and I think that one was, to do. Okay, last but not least, besides Wacky Wednesday is tomorrow, last but not least is what I need you to do today. Click on the PDF, and actually, I'll tell you what, I will do this with you if you will write it down in your notes somewhere. If that's a deal, that'll be fine. Otherwise, you can do this on your own and write on your own. And that's okay with me, but I think we can spend our time wisely if you listen to me at the same time you're writing in your notes. And where are your notes, right? But you have those notes. I know the very first week I asked for you to get something to write with, something to write on, and something to keep it in. So a pen or pencil and something to write on, so some paper and a binder or a notebook. So if you would, write in there those numeros, 1 through 12, and I want you to write the digit and spell out the word, if you would, for each of these. Número uno, and pause this as you need to, okay? Número uno, ¿cuántas horas hay en un día? ¿Cuántas horas hay en un día? Well, how many hours are there in a day? There is a word bank down here. So if you need to use that word bank, it's right there, right? So you're going to write the number 24 in Spanish, 24. 24. 24 is 24. So right here is the word 24. Notice it's an I, V-E-I-N-T-I, cuatro, C-U-A-T-R-O. Número 2, ¿cuántos días hay en una semana? ¿Cuántos días hay en una semana? Hey, if you're writing this down, this is saving some time. I'm only going to do the first 2 or 3 with you, and then after that, it's up to you to do the rest in your notebook, in your binder there, okay? So what are you going to put there? ¿Cuántos días hay en una semana, in 1 week? How many days in a week? Siete, right? So look for that word siete, and we see it right here, siete. Okay, normalmente means normally from last year, right? So let's see what else might be. Año is year, so there's the word year, right? Dedos, do you remember the word dedos? Let me get these messages that keep popping up, sorry. Dedos are fingers, piernas, remember your body parts. What are piernas? Piernas. Piernas are the legs. Ombligo, aha. That is, ombligo is the what? Belly button. Poop. Ombligo. Poop. Pupitres. How about that? Pupitres. For the love, these messages need to stop. Let's see what I can do about that. Go away. Goodbye. Thank you. And there we go. Okay. So pupitres, student desks, and there are 30 in my room, by the way. And ventanas, technically we have 3 in here, right? Una, dos, tres. There's one small one on the door, of course. So we'll consider that to be tres. So using these, you should be able to use all those, and you'll be in good shape there. Okay, any questions, let me know through Hangouts, and hope you have a great day. Nos vemos.